Greetings, just a quick ad hoc video in the Unlocking the Matrix series. Now, there's been a couple of things in recent days that in many ways are valuable lessons. They can be seen as a major setback or they can be seen as lessons learned. I refer in particular to Martin Leaker having his Flat Earth British channel being hacked. Fortunately, he has a backup channel called Flat Earth British, and I would strongly recommend having a look at that. Don't be put off if you are not going along with the whole idea of a flat Earth, because it talks about far more and shows a history that has almost been eradicated. Also, the Global Eye Tour has been sort of hit. Unfortunately, in the euphoria of it all, it's so easy to not actually consider what we are portraying. So I would seriously recommend do not wear any work clothing that may have a logo, because very nasty, dirty trick. Somebody has emailed or identified the logo and emailed the company and basically trying to get the guy the sack from his job, which is just despicable. It says as much about them as anything else, and that the fact that they will sink to that level. But anything to do with stopping the truth coming out has no depths to its depravity. It just leads further and further towards the black ritual and all the nasty, sinister stuff, which I don't really want to talk about. It's serving no good. But yeah, there's a couple of things. Always think about how you're going to present yourself, what you're wearing, and as much as the message that you're putting across. In fact, I would say forget about the fancy music and the intros and actually think about what you do want to put across and the words that you use. It's the message that is the most important thing. As it is, we're up against people who you're presenting things to them that is totally alien to them in many ways, because they've not considered anything apart from the official narrative they have been given, and they just repeat parrot fashion. So when you do present them with something new, they will try and make sense of it and wrap it round what they think they know from what they've been told, not even questioning that the information they've been told might not even be the truth itself. I have a new video coming up after this one, which is going to be rather exciting, because I'm going to tackle the subject of the Tartarian Empire and looking at local evidence, just as much as anything else, on the road names and the landscape. And it will also explain something else. So I shall set that up ready. This is just a sort of partly an intro and a response to the recent events, in the hope that the rest of you don't have your channels pulled, because there's nothing more, shall we say, soul destroying to find all your work is just gone. Do make backups of your work so you can just upload it to another channel, because the truth will come out. This can't be stopped. Basically, the dark side are just getting very devious in the from the unseen side of things, and also in the 3D world, this silencing of truth seekers and those on the spiritual path. I mean, we get called crazy, but how many people actually look down and see the crazy paving, for example? There's very few will sort of look beyond the superficial, because that is the way this world is teaching people to be. I mean, a very good question I would say to anyone is, can you picture a world without money, and do you think it ever functioned like that? Well, clearly it has in the days of tribes and things, and they didn't have these monetary systems. But we live in a world of scarcity where things are basically working on a 3-day rotation with warehouses and centralised distribution, when at one time it was not like that. People have become less self-sufficient, and survival seems to be going down to the supermarket with whatever money you've got and buying foods which are processed and so-called convenient. But convenient for who and what is in the process? The more you can actually do for yourself, the better. I mean, I'll come on to this more in the next video because it does tie in to what I want to say about that. So I'll leave it for there, and I wish you all a wonderful day. This is the second attempt at making this video. Last time there was no volume. Whether it was my fault or something messing about, I don't know. But the test run before making this seemed to come right again, so we'll just hope. If not, we'll just do another one.